right, we are live. Woo!
All right.
Running just a
Cheers.
smidgen bit late. Cheers, everybody. We got Lori in the house. We have, of course, you're here. Sugar Kitty and Mr. Well, I already said you, Chris Jenkins, Crazy Ann, Brissy Boy, Art by Sparkle. That's who all's posted something anyway. I can't see if they don't post, so some people may be shy,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Jimmy's random content's
Chris.
also in the house. Big Daddy H is here. Kathy Bates, how's it going? The Bourbon Syndicate.
Oh,
Cheers, cheers, all.
Rusty.
So, what do you have in your glass?
A light beer.
Okay, I have a light whiskey.
No, it's a the new Bourbon County stout.
Oh, okay,
This
and
is
that's the base.
the base one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the base. Figured I'd pop a top on one of those, see how she goes.
yeah. The reason I'm running teeny tiny bit late is I had actually a whiskey tasting event that it's still going on. Actually, it's supposed to last from 6 to 7 Eastern here, and I told them I had to drop early. And they only got around to tasting one whiskey before I had to drop off because they have to do the sales pitch in between,
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyway, they sent me 2 blended scotches and 1 single malt. The single malt was a Glenlivet 12.
Dang, they went cheap on you.
They did. The Dewar's White Label, Chivas Regal were the 2 blends. And then I went on ahead and tasted all of them, just a little because I don't want a headache tomorrow off the Chivas.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was all right. And then I had to run and jump over here. But I didn't drink that much, just teeny sips. But luckily, tonight's top 10. Oh, and by the way, guess what next week is?
It's not bad. Christmas
Giveaway. It's the giveaway, the quarterly giveaway. So tonight is the last opportunity for getting entries to the wheel. So I will be doing a progressive giveaway here again on these where it's 10, 15, 20, 25, and all of that junk. But let me go ahead and get the first one out there, and then I'll go over what this top 10 list is tonight. And I have to be careful and I'll tell you why, because low proof bourbons are dangerous to me. I can drink them too fast, and eventually they'll catch up with you. Now, tonight's top 10 list are my top 10 picks off my shelf, not overall, just what out of the bourbons I have. The top 10 bourbons that are under 90 proof.
Excuse me.
So the first one is a Penelope 4-grain. I'm not saying it's a great bourbon. I'm saying that it's it's more flavor than Jim Beam in a plastic bottle, that type of stuff. So it's not bad, but it's also number 10.
Is this listed in no particular order, or
No? This is my worst one. It goes through number 1. I mean, the other ones beat this one out.
Okay.
All the way down to my top pick. It should be of no surprise that my top 3 bourbons are the highest proofs. They're closer to 90. So I'll just give that away already. But I have a couple of 80 proofers on this list. So that was one of them. You'll see those pretty quick.
The few 80 proofers I have, I think, are a Scotch.
Yeah, that's mostly mine too. I mean, I have a bottle. Well, they got drank over the holiday. I used to have 2 pint bottles over there, or 3 of them. I had Evan Williams, I had Jack Daniels, and I had because it technically could be classified as a bourbon, and so I put it against Jim Beam and Evan Williams. But I just bought the little plastic, little hip pints,
Yeah.
And I had them on the other shelf.
I saw you earlier.
Go on, Ostinaco. So, the first hashtags out there. What are we playing for? 24 Note Nose and Kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C. A laser engraved whiskey glass that looks a hell of a lot like this one, and a virtual private tasting with me, where I'll walk you through how to use the nosing kit, and we do the reveal of what A, B, and C of the bourbons are. Second prize is going to be the 2 ounces of anything on my shelf. It can either be 2 1-ounce pours or it can be 1 2-ounce pour and a glass. And then the third prize is just a glass.
Oh, well,
Always
thank you there,
good.
Kathy.
When Kathy does that, I always put her down for
Cheers, Brian.
entries over here.
Cheers, Brian. Slapshot.
Slapshot, yeah. Forlorn Hope, Gandy Road. I see. All right, BC Herbs. All right. I'm see people grab those gifted memberships. I can see them.
Well, that's not bad.
What is it? Are you're still on that beer?
The Bourbon County Stout. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still sipping on that one. It's
Now-
it's not bad. It's a little sweet, but it's not bad.
Someone told me about it. I didn't. This year, I decided not to go for the Bourbon County Stouts. I'll just wait, and if I can pick up some bases, I'll get those. I'm not chasing variants. I'm not doing all that this year
Hey, Cindy.
because I don't ever drink them all.
Yeah. Well, I picked up like I think 3 or 4 last year, and I've got 2 that are still sitting on the shelf in the closet, aging.
Mm-hmm.
I got the base and the Scotty. I don't remember now what the other one is. A little variant.
I have 2019 all the way through last year, taking up a third of my shelf up here because I would buy like 8 of them. And then I would drink 2 or 3 of them, through the holiday and share it with someone. They would come over. Hey, do you want to try it? Here, let's try it. And then I just put the rest of them back to age over the 5 years.
There you go. I'm not sure how much of a difference any age would add to it. I mean, it possibly should, I would think.
Yeah, hopefully.
But,
I mean, I'm not going to remember exactly what it tasted like anyway. So.
Exactly, unless you made a video of it and then you go back and rewatch the video and then try it, 2 years later or something like that.
Right. But it would be hard to do.
Yeah.
To pick out the exact note. I mean, we could sit here and say, oh, I think that's better. Or I could probably more tell you if it got worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could probably be like, no, I remember liking this, yada, yada, yada. So it's not as good.
Yeah. But. Yeah. I mean, it's a smooth beer. It's fairly proofy for a beer.
Oh yeah.
For most beers, I mean, geez, it's a bit sweet for me.
Yeah, it is really sweet. Mostly they have a lot of years they have either a big cocoa kick or a big coffee cocoa kick.
I get a little bit of coffee with this one. Not a whole lot. I mean, and that's kind of what's saving it really, because you get bitter note in the background. That's kind of cutting through the sweetness. Kind of help, knock that down a little bit.
All right, you talked me into it. I'll go to Lowe's Foods sometime this weekend to see if they still have some, and I'll grab it. Yeah, Jimmy's saying lots of cherry.
I got it. Yeah.
Is it 12%
on this puppy?
It's on that tab, that little flap.
Let's see. Imperial down 1 pint. Fill up to 5 years. Doesn't say. Snifter.
Bourbon Colony, welcome.
14.6.
Oh, that's a nice ABV there.
Yeah, that's pretty high for any kind of a beer.
Well, 14. Did you say 0.6?
Uh-huh.
That's getting on up there. That's 27.2 proof.
20. Yeah. Let's see, 14, 28, 29, 29.2.
Oh, 29.2. Yeah. See, my arithmetic is off.
Yeah. That's kind of growing on me a little bit.
All right. So we are coming up on 6:55. If you have not put it in there yet, the hashtag right now is pin80. That's for Penelope. I'll bring it up one more time. Tonight's top 10 list, because I have to come up with one, is my top 10 bourbons that are close to base, but I mean, they're better than base bourbon. It's top 10 in order, worst to best, of under 90 proof bourbons. Not saying they're fantastic. I'm just saying I ranked them. Here they are.
Yep. Yeah, it's not bad. I kind of agree with Jimmy. I get a little bit of it's kind of like a cherry Coke kind of a flavor in the background. Coffee. It's not bad. It's still a bit sweet for me. Jimmy sent me a Matter Familia beer, and dang, that one that's my all-time top freaking beer stout that I've had right there. That thing is
Isn't Fireball like 32 proof or something?
Something like that. Yeah, it's not very high, that's for sure.
Yeah, but Fireball, you talking about sweet? Good Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care for Fireball.
No, boy, the people in where my parents live, they love that stuff. They just that's all they drink there. I mean, it's all right. If it's all I had, I can, mandatory.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can sell it at the grocery store or anything, so let me get a little Still Austin palate cleanser.
Cheers, Gandy Road. All right. One more minute or so, and we're going to spin this thing for the first 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. And you know what I'm going to do? Because this is the last week. I'm going to
double up on us?
I'm going to double everything. How about that?
Sweet. Cheers, Gandy Road. Hang up in there.
I'm doubling things right now. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah, there's Mr. Fulton. He just snuck in there. Although I don't know that he got. Yeah, he did. Pin 80.
This makes it easier on me anyway. Because you know what's hard is trying to. Because when I keep my page going, I put 5. Like for every 10, I put half of them are a black font, and the other 5 are in a dark blue, so that I can quickly scroll and count 10, 20, 30, 40, down through the thing to make sure I'm on. And it's hard to put the 5 in at the end of these things. So I'm just going to make everything even tonight.
I didn't think about calling Tater Dom Tater Tot. I like that, Kathy. That's nice.
All right. And the doubling goes for also the halfway mark giveaway, but not the I'll double them for that. So there.
All right.
But let me share this thing and get to spinning. Here we go. Spin, spin. Good luck, everybody. You can see this. There's Jimmy. See, come in here and dump this on me as I'm spinning. I'll remember. I'll get it in a second. Good luck. And we are landing on. That's Lori. All right, first one's 20. That's plus 20. My alarm's going off. I'm going to draw again. If it lands on me, it's Lori.
God, that's awesome. It's awesome, Fulton. Congratulations.
Jenkins. Here we go.
Nice.
All right. Write this down.
Somebody had to be the first winner.
And let the confetti die. Stop sharing. Set up the next one. Come on, StreamYard.
Don't forget. Yeah. Don't forget Jimmy.
I'll get
Mraz is getting engaged.
Yes, he is.
Next year. So
I'm also putting
congratulations
the
to him.
proofs out here on these hashtags. So that's what
okay.
the trailing number is. All right.
That's
the
what
next
the 80
hashtag
was.
is AMA 86. And that is Amador. Finished in Chardonnay barrels. I got to put Jimmy down.
Amador.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's under 90 proof, so you gotta take that into consideration. But it's a smooth, easy sipper, and I like the flavor. They didn't overdo the Chardonnay barrel finish on it. I don't think they left it in there very long. It was just enough to give it a little kick of flavor. It's still number 9.
I'm not really much finished. But the only finished whiskey that I like is finished in some sort of a sherry keg. Sherry butt of some sort.
I mean, there's a couple on the list that, and again, these are my top picks, not because they're not going to be for everybody. Like I said last time, when I was I did my top 10 finished bourbons and all, that I'm going off of how many notes, what complexity does this have? None of these are skunky though. I mean, they're okay to drink. It's just, it may not be your favorite. Put it that way.
Well, yeah. I mean, most of your 80 proofers are like a light daily sipper sort of thing. Just you get home after work, have a nice little tiny pour or something, just to kick back and relax a minute.
Well, and most of the 80 proofers are it's just wood sugars. Apple, vanilla, kind of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting much.
One or two notes. That's about all you're going to get out of it.
Yep.
It's not you're not going to sit there and explore it or anything. This one is this.
Oh, I got to try some of that.
A brand new Blue Corn bottled and bond that they just came out with, and Nancy has outdone herself with this one. It is fantastic. Right. I mean, it's a 100 proofer, and it drinks like an 80 proofer, and it's the mouthfeel, just buttery mouthfeel to it.
Mm-hmm.
I catch some blue, which is not something that I would ever say about a whiskey that I've had, really. Blueberry. But man, it is so good. Once this gets out in the general public, away from right now, I think it's distillery release only. I believe they start getting it out into like Total Wine and Specs and all those other normal stores. But right now, I think it's still distillery only. No, they probably won't make it to you.
And
I'll get you some though,
Chris, though, and see, because I don't even know, because it has to show up for North Carolina, the ABC stores. If it shows up in the list, they can order it, but not everything will show up in their available inventory list.
Yeah, I got you.
So
they could probably get the regular, the cask strength and the musician and the regular releases. That should be out.
If Still Austin
I'm just not sure.
It's something about the state board has to approve what can be purchased to sell here. And if they haven't approved Still Austin to be sold here, it won't show up on their inventory list.
Oh, okay.
Because Peg Leg did not
liquor
show
laws.
Up. Yeah.
Peg Leg, yeah. Hey, dang. The liquor laws need to be revamped. I mean, we're way, come on.
Buffalo Trace,
I can't get stuff shipped into here, like I can't go on like Sealbach or something like that and get something from them and have it shipped to Texas.
Yeah.
Because, Texas is like, oh, no. You got to buy it from somebody here in Texas, a distributor or not a distributor, but, a retailer here in Texas.
Well, why can't they just collect state tax on it and get taxed for Texas? And then what difference does it make to the state of Texas?
I don't know. That just don't make no sense to me.
Diet bourbon, colorless, keto-friendly, sugar-free, gluten-free. That's what I
Goes
have in
down
this.
like water.
Yeah, that's what I have in
Exactly. In fact, it looks just like that.
this. Yeah. Mm.
Oh yeah. And remember this weekend and coming up when y'all are out, partying with your friends and everything else, hydration is key. Be sure to drink.
Plenty of water. Plenty of water does a lot of things. It helps you go longer into the night, and it also keeps you from having a headache if you kind of overdo it.
Yep. Yeah, got to keep the hydration up.
But if you are going to
Yeah,
overdo it,
thanks, Sugar Kitty.
please don't drive.
Let's see where they. Yeah, I think it's still around. Possibly. I'll keep an eye out for it. Yeah, that red corn was really good. I like that one. But this blue corn, I think it may be a little sweeter than the red corn was,
Hmm.
and
I
definitely
like
different
that.
nose and different palate. But it's good.
Let's see. We are at 7:07. All right. I'm just trying to stay ahead of this because we have a very regimented show here.
Jimmy, whiskey finish. Yeah, usually in the yard. Wake up when the sprinkler goes off. Yeah, the red corn was kind of sweet, but I think the blue is a little sweeter. But like I said, at 100 proof, it drinks like an 80 proofer. You don't even
Yeah.
you don't even notice it. I had to put the bottle away from myself when I got it. I'm just like, oh, this is good. I may have another one, and I'm like, oh, dang, okay, put that one up.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one's
Although I
coming
did
up
go down
next.
today, and I went down today to Still Austin and picked myself up another bottle of it, so I have a backup.
Pour me a teeny bit more. I'm sipping on Basil Hayden's. It's coming up next.
Oh, I had one bottle of that back in, oh shoot, it's probably been a couple of years ago now. I just haven't went back and got another one.
No, once you spend that kind of money on an 80 proofer and you figure out what it is, you don't want to spend that kind of money on it again.
Well, when I got it, it wasn't that expensive. It was like 35, 40 bucks or something when I got it.
Yeah, but why you want to pay? I mean, honestly, it's got decent wood sugar notes to it, and it is stronger wood sugar notes than, say, watered down ass Jim Beam, but it's not much more elevated than that. And if I want Jim Beam, I can go pay $12 instead of, 35 or whatever. And I haven't tried. I mean, they just totally threw me off of Basil Hayden's altogether. I didn't even buy I've seen the toasted ones out. I'd never even messed with it.
I haven't got. Well, I stopped buying Basil Hayden's before all that stuff came out. They didn't have the toasted. They didn't have the dark one or whatever it was, and all this other junk they've come out with now. Cheers, Z-Man.
We are spinning. Z-Man. Oh, look at there. Plus. That is going to be a plus 30 right there.
Hey.
For Chris.
Cleaning up
this may be your night, Chris. This may be your night. And we have a lot of entries on this wheel, too. There's my alarm going off. Well, look at Lori. Gosh.
Lori, too.
Yeah, Lori, too. Well, the wheel's getting stuck. Here we go. Hey, but I'm removing entries as I spin it. So we're going to land on somebody new. Art by Sparkle.
There we go. Man, I might have to go work on my deep. It's making a weird noise over there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, deep freeze is other side of the car.
Uh, they
I'm in
make
the
those
garage,
noises
by the
right
way.
before they quit working, don't they?
Yeah, typically, but I think it's just the fan,
Uh,
underneath. It's kind of a little buzz noise occasionally, so it maybe just be a little dirty, probably. But that's where I keep the big stuff. Basil Hayden's.
only
It's
80
kind of an
proof.
interesting bottle, but
Yeah,
80 proof.
it's got the cedar band on it, and it's got the little BH raised metal with the, copper whatever ring and a little.
Yep.
I call it that's his sleeveless shirt he has on there. It's got his
Yeah.
little paper over the top, and all that is just a bunch of hype. I don't really care what the
Oh yeah.
bottle looks like. I mean, I like Kings County. Have you had
Yep.
Kings County bourbon? And that they're in just a regular old flat looking bottle with a tiny label on it. That's it.
There you go. Plain Jane, but still good. Cheers, Major Zero.
Major
How you doing,
Zero.
buddy?
Mm. Now I'll finish off this Basil Hayden's and pour the next one in line. This is the only time I ever drink these. The only reason I'm drinking them is one, I did that Scotch tasting, use the term loosely because we had Dewar's and Chivas, and then we finally got to the real Scotch. But Alex Bruyere,
Oh, Moose.
we're giving away tons of
Cheers,
entries
Moose.
tonight. Let me go through this. The first number 10 was worth 20, going all the way down to the number 1 pick of the night. It's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 120 entries. Because next week, this is it. This is the last week to get entries. Next week is the drawing.
Next week is on the date of infamy. December 7th.
Yeah. All right.
So, do you find something better than that Basil Hayden's to pour next?
Not really. Angel's Envy.
Oh, well,
I
it's
mean,
not bad. Angel's Envy.
no, it's not bad, but for the price, there's tons of bourbon I'd buy before it.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's a pretty little bottle. It's got little wings on the back of it. It's got a really nice shape to it.
You could put some good juice in a half cracked used wine bottle, and I'd drink it with the label
Heck yeah.
torn off.
Pour me some WL off in the freaking mason jar. I don't give a shit. It'll be fine. WL Weller. Oh yeah, baby, in a mason jar. I don't care.
They all look the same in this glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can't say they all look the same. Some of them are darker, but yeah, these are pretty pale.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I poured some Ardbeg 10. That's the first time I had tried it, like last week, I think it was. I poured it off in the Glen, and I'm like, holy crap. Because the bottle, it's a really dark bottle. And when I poured it in the Glen, I'm like, dang, this looks like straw. It's almost clear, but it's a real slightly pale yellow color, I don't know how much this is going to taste. And it, surprisingly, it's actually really good. I'm getting more and more into peat now, but it's good. I mean, I've had other ones that are more peaty that I like better than that one, but it's as far as it would be like a daily peat sipper if you were a daily peat guy. Because I'll go back to bourbons and other stuff too.
Oh, how can you be sure?
Buddy.
You come on over and we'll do a bourbon tasting, and you pick one. And if it's apple juice, it's some strong ass apple juice. I can tell you that.
Cider.
Now I do live tastings here as well for people who live close by.
I wouldn't mind doing that if I had more friends that drink whiskey. Neat.
Yeah, I just make them do it. I mean, and I've gotten some folks into it. One guy, he's like, "Well, we're just going to drink it neat." I said, "That's how you do a tasting. Otherwise, you don't taste the whiskey, you know. And now he's buying bourbon left and right, and he's all into it now. So
Yeah.
you know, he was in his late 20s when he came over, and for the past couple of years now, he is just all about buying the bourbons. So
Heck yeah.
oh, wood fire pizza, yeah.
You know, back in the back in the day when I was, you know, starting out drinking whiskey and stuff, I was always, you know, mixing it with like a Coke or something like that. You know, me and my buddy, we would drink Seagram 7, and how we would drink it is we would like what was it, knee high grape. Remember that soda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get knee
Oh
high
man, I've
grape,
drank plenty of knee high
and
grapes.
then we'd get the fifth of Seagram 7, and we'd go a little sip of knee high grape, couple of bubbles of Seagram 7, and then a little sip of knee high grape, and that's how we drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, we weren't going for the taste.
Well,
That was back in
luckily,
Kentucky, Guani.
yeah, luckily on this Angel's Envy here, I didn't buy this. This was gifted to me.
Oh, nice.
So
Is that just the rye one, or is that the other one?
no, it's just a regular finished in port wine barrels.
Mm.
Now, I have tried the real expensive, the foolproof Angel's Envy one and all of that. A little pour of it. It's very expensive and it's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Oh, I am located in North Carolina, East Coast. That's why my show is on a little early for other folks.
Yeah. Austin, Texas. Excuse me, but I'm originally from Kentucky, so I'm a Kentucky redneck's what I am. But moved down here to Austin again. I've been here a couple of times.
All right. So the more I drank on that Basil Hayden's, the more it just tasted like sweet water. So I'm actually going to pour some
little whiskey flavored water.
Yeah, barely any whiskey flavor, really. I was mostly getting a little vanilla in it toward the end, and it's just easy to drink. I call these the domestic light beer versions of bourbon.
Ah, there you go.
You know,
Jimmy, what is the Predator handshake? I'm not sure of that one.
Matty J.
Exactly, Cherry.
18. Oh yeah,
Diet bourbon.
Diet bourbon.
I don't know what a Predator handshake. But yeah, Seagram 7 was, you know, it was cheap back in the day, and I mean, I lived in a dry county. It didn't turn. We didn't get alcohol in my county back in Kentucky until
holy groovy.
Shoot, I think it was 90s, early 90s. Ahoy, groovy. Some to you. Cheers, brother.
Yeah, it's got a little more flavor to it than the Basil Hayden's, but you also pay for it. But it's also 86. Oh, wait. Oh, we're not there yet. It's the next spin, so we'll get there. I need to spin, though. Let me share the screen. And we will do the Basil Hayden's. This is worth 40 entries. 40. 40. And the next one's going to be worth 50. Oh, look at you.
It was me.
You going to keep it or you giving it?
I think I'm going to give mine to the Bourbon Syndicate.
Okay.
Rusty.
I got to write this down. I got to write the whole thing or I won't remember it.
Excuse me.
Okay. Prof Rusty. Let's say stop sharing. And I'll get the next one set up, which is Angel's Envy, by the way. But now I didn't put the 0.6 on there. And I did not round up either. So This one's just AE86 on the hashtag, worth 50 entries to the quarterly drawing. There it is. It's 86.6 proof. I get a little of the, I think some of the sweetness coming out in this, though, is that port wine, picking out from that barrel.
Yeah. I'm not much on the wine finish stuff, or actually most finished whiskeys. Especially any of your wine finishes. I'm not much on them. And then the rum or tequila finished either. I'm like, no, this not really good with my palate. My wife might like some of the tequila finished ones because she loves tequila.
Right, but the Don Julio's I bought, the ones that were, one of them was finished in, they called it orange wine casks. That was interesting.
Okay.
It was really good.
One of the finished ones I had that I liked was the Barrel Seagrass. And that was finished in a lot of different things.
Right. But that was rye.
That one was actually, it was a rye, but it's I think it was finished in, what was it? Apricot brandy cask and 2 or 3 other things or something. I don't know. But that was pretty good. And now it's expensive though. I mean, of course,
it is.
Prices on all this stuff has gone up. It's getting stupid now. I think that one is, what is it now? Like $75, $80 a bottle or something like that. And I'm like, it's good, but I'm not going to spend.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which one has more flavor, the Angel's Envy or my water.
No, Rusty, I haven't tried the Basil Hayden Dark Rye. I think my brother had a bottle of that, and he thought it was better than the regular, because it's a little darker, so you get a little bit more flavor out of it.
Yeah, the orange wine cask one was better than the other one, but they were both fantastic. But they're also $135 a bottle, so when you buy Scotch, that's nothing, but for bourbon, that's getting on up there, in the range that I like buying in. I found somebody tried to sell me a bottle of Blanton's for $190, and I laughed so hard.
No.
Nope. I said, is it
dang, Jigs. Not yet that I know of. With the PX finish, bet your butt I'm gonna be buying a case of that stuff. Holy crap! I love me some PX. And
now the Rabbit Hole Derringer,
because
that's PX.
Is that PX?
Yep.
Oh, I saw that in the store. I didn't know that's what it was. I'll be damned.
Yes, sir. And
love me some Pedro Jimenez, man. That's good stuff.
Excuse me.
At least with the Scotch,
Yeah, the Rabbit Hole Derringer, it's it's the most expensive one, but they also barrel at a lower proof. And they try to bring you like as close to barrel as possible, but they'll put like a teeny bit of water in there, but they try to proof it to where when it ages in the barrel, it goes to the proof they want, and then they pull it.
Yeah.
And
well, that's what Still Austin's been doing. Nancy is there's a name for it, a certain name for it. But what they're doing is they proof it down in the barrel, so that out of the barrel it is what it is. It's at that the proof that they wanted or pretty dang close to it. So they don't have to proof it down anymore. So that's why a lot of their stuff, and when they pull it out and bottle it, it's like around 116 proof, their range, thereabouts.
Well, and I know some purists, they say, oh, that's not, they're breaking the rules. They're putting water in the barrel, because it's uncut, when you bring it out. Right.
Yeah.
But that water mixed in and continued to age with the bourbon. I mean, because they have to, and if you don't think they put water in it, then why is the law you can distill it no higher than 160 proof, but you can barrel it no higher than 125? You have to put water in it to get it to 125. So you have to do that. Now, I don't see anything wrong with like a master blender, tasters, distillers, and they're going around and they're trying certain barrels, and they're like, oh, this is coming out a little hot. Let's put some water in there and calm it down, but continue to let it age. I don't see anything wrong with that. If that's what you need to do to make it taste perfect, then go for it. Independent Joe.
I mean, that's what they need to do down here in Texas. They need to prove it down a little bit of barrel. Otherwise, it's going to be over oaked real quick within a couple of years, and the proof is going to go from say they put it in at 120. A couple of years, it's going to be like 135.
Oh, right.
Because the heat here is going to suck it in, suck it out, suck it in, suck it out. And you're going to lose a lot of water, and the proof is definitely going to go up really quick. So unless they add water back to it, they're gonna wind up with a whiskey bitter oak tannins, like Garrison Brothers.
See, all your
names.
All your devils and angels in Texas are drunk all the time.
For sure. Hey, cheers, Joe. Saw your stream last night. It was good, man.
I think I saw it too.
I saw a part of it. I didn't see it. I caught the last end of it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I slept a little bit longer this morning. Put it that way. Just a teeny bit longer. I had to get going though. Green persimmon, yeah. So yeah, the 160 proof is all whiskey, and then neutral spirits can be distilled up to 180. Vodkas, gins, any clear neutral spirit.
I'm preferring to good old fashioned shine.
Well,
but
I mean, it depends. Like vodka, right? The most common that we know is potato vodka, but you can make it out of milk. You can make it out of a bunch of different things. Just you have to make it a la vodka style, and then gin has to have the juniper and the other those things in it.
Botanicals.
And of course, whiskey has to be all cereal grains, and so Dad said hooch. Yeah. Well, and when if if you're not following the law and you're making moonshine, you can do cereal grain, but it's usually 100% corn, which could be a bourbon, but you can distill it as high as you want. The problem with that is the only reason I don't like things that someone distilled, unless I really know them and trust them, is the heads and tails. You gotta. Yeah, you got to get rid of that, or you get sick off of it.
Oh yeah, you got to make your cuts right. I mean, I know that from being from Kentucky. In fact, I mean, when I was in the third grade, somewhere right in that range, I made a still for a science project. That's way back in the day when gas shortage was, and they were thinking mixing alcohol with gas and stuff, and I'm like, it ain't that hard to do, It ain't hard to make alcohol out of corn.
Keep on talking. I'm gonna hit this spin here. Yeah, go ahead.
Heck, I did that back then. Second, third grade, made alcohol for a science project, and I went to state with it. I was making like 190 proof. Hey, that's win.
The moose is loose. That's worth 50 entries to the quarterly drawing right there, that one spin alone.
There you go. But, I mean, I've tried a bunch of different shines back in the day in Kentucky, and there was this one older man on Golden Pond, kind of LBL area, and that man, he knew what he was doing. He'd been doing it for many, many years, and he knew how to make his heart cuts and stuff like that. And you could get a half a gallon or a gallon of shine from that man, and damn, it was good. Breckenridge.
Yep, 86 proof. 86 on the button. It was not 86.6. I can tell you right now, I'm about to grab it because I'm going to pour it next because I guarantee you this is 10 times better. Now, there's a big disparity between the first bourbons I've been drinking and the rest of the list because this one is not a bad bourbon at all. The Breckenridge is not.
Yeah. I haven't tried that one. Any of the Breckenridge yet. I did try the what's the Stranahan's?
No, I have
Their
not.
single malt stuff.
No,
I tried
I have not.
what was it? The sherry finished, and man, they're in that damn sherry butt before they put their whiskey in it because dang, it was straight up sherry bomb all up in your face, slap you around. You know, it was rough.
Now
I love some sherry, but
this is gonna have about 1 or 2 drops of Angel's Envy water in it, but
yeah, that should cover it up quite nicely.
there we go. Now, when I reviewed this, I thought it was a higher proof bourbon drinking below its weight class, but it's not. It's 86 proof. It's 43%, but it has a lot of good notes. But it's also a blended a bourbon. You know.
Mm.
Ooh, yeah. I remember this one. This one's got some. Now, when I say this, a lot of people are put off by the pine note, but it's not like sticky, bitter pine note, but it's just a hint of it.
Hmm. I'm not sure if I'd like the
Yeah, that's got a nuttiness to it as well. This is really good. It's for a lightweight, bourbon. This is really the first bourbon we're getting into where I'm actually getting some enjoyable notes other than just wood sugars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bourbon County Stout here.
80 proof club.
I'm starting to fill up.
Let me go over what the
Guinness.
Right quick. Let me go over what the membership gets you. Every once in a while, I will post some stuff and I'll put it out there for members. I don't do it as often as I should. But what being a member gets you is you do not have to be present to win the drawing. That's the 80 proof. The bottled and bond, every 6 months, I send a glass. So you can get a little collection going and have a little.
Okay.
Now, the big bad dog, I have a couple of members in it. That one is you end up getting all the stuff eventually in the allocated elite membership.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a big chunk of ice in here. You know how in your ice maker, the bucket it'll get clumped up, and I have this big wide mouth bass cup. I just threw it in there, and it stuck in the wide part up here. And I couldn't fit any more ice in. Now it's all about to go away, but that's all right. Yep, Major Zero. Check it out. Independent Joe. He's always good about putting those links out there because we're busy up here. Way to go, Independent Joe.
Dang, Major Zero, you're 10 away from 2K? That's fantastic.
Cool. Yeah.
Way to go.
10 from 2K. Well, everybody go give it one of these out there and subscribe.
Yep. I'm already subbed.
Yeah, we're here. We're all here to support each other. Let me see if I'm subbed. Well, you know what? I'll go. Let me go here. You can still see me.
I need to get on with my my other account. Because this account that I'm on right now is Mr. Great Shot is Mr. Perfect. Because I got better.
You know what? Now you're 9 away. Man, look at me doing the wrong thing. I'm going to switch account. Yeah, I'll just go in here and I'll switch between these accounts here. And there, now you're a lot closer. But I am going to go back to this account. There we go. Bam. All right, I gave him a few. There.
Jerry.
Yeah, I always say, when I first started on YouTube, there was a lot of headbutting going on and all this stuff. And what I say about this is this should be a community, not a competition. That's my mantra
And it
for all
is.
of it. Let's all get together,
I mean,
make friends, enjoy, and let's go.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of this community has gotten me to trying new stuff. I've gotten samples from different places. I've won some samples. You donate, 5 or 10 or 20 here and there, and wind up winning something occasionally. And when you do, you win like some samples of this or that. I'm like, cool. I've never had that. I want to see it. I want to try it. And then samples of different peated stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I like peated stuff. I got some, and I'm like, oh dang, this one is really good. Because my first introduction to peat was Lafroig 10. Ooh, we talk about slap you upside the head and shoulders. Holy crap. That was just like, oh no, no, don't like it at all. I hate peat.
Sick and
But
tired.
then
How's it going?
tried other. Cheers, sick and tired. I tried other stuff like that, and I'm like, oh okay, well there's subtle differences, between this peat, that peat, depending on where it comes from, and it's good. I mean, for certain palates.
Yeah.
But
No, we
same
were
thing with a lot of different whiskeys and like that,
one of the last things I'd said on that damn Scotch tasting I was on, right, which use the term loosely, Scotch, but I was on there and they said, so we have Scotch drinkers here. What's your favorite Scotch? The brand or whatever. And the first thing that popped into my head was Ardbeg, and I just typed it in just to do that. And somebody had posted something else, and then they came back and they said, no, I changed mine to Ardbeg.
Yeah. I mean, my first introduction to Ardbeg was the Ugadal.
Yeah.
And that one's fantastic. I mean, it's brisket burnt ends, and it's that kind of smoke, and it was just fantastic.
That's the one, and I have not tried it. The Ugadal. I want to because of what you've said, and I can just imagine.
I'll send you a sample of that.
That's probably going to be my favorite.
Oh, I got a couple of bottles of that, and then like Sugar Kitty just typed in the Port Charlotte, the heavily peated. They said it's heavily peated. No, I've had more heavily peated than that for sure, but it's good. I mean, the Port Charlotte's really good, and then the other one that really got me into the peat stuff was Lagavulin 16. Because 16 years of aging, a lot of that slap you upside the head, mellow out, round off. It's not going to be, as bitey, But hey man, that Ugadal, that Ugi's good stuff.
Kathy, you always get lots of entries. Lots and lots of entries. Oh, and that's another thing too. When you're a channel member, now just joining now doesn't really get you anything, but for every month through the quarter, I could say they've been a member for 2 months. You get extra entries. Like next week, I'll tally that up on Wednesday. That goes on the wheel. So the 80 proof gets so many entries. The bottled and bond gets so many entries, and so forth. So,
okay.
We're getting behind. I got to present.
Dang.
All right, this is worth 60 entries. Good gravy. If you're behind, Bourbon Syndicate. Here we go. I got to write this down. All right, right after I put a plus 60 on Chris. Chris is cleaning up tonight.
What kind of rigged wheel do you got going on tonight?
Hang on. I got to write this number down. See, people catch me in the middle of a spin. They're trying to test me.
Hey, Bourbon School in the house.
Major zero. Here we go.
Major
Couldn't have happened
zero.
to a nicer guy. All right.
Yep, there you go. Here,
Bam.
I'll pour this one here for Major Zero.
Oh, I can't see it right now. Hang on. I'm setting up the. What you pouring?
Kilhoman. This is an
Okay.
egg. That's just some peated scotch.
Now I will
And a
explain
special
this
edition.
one. This one actually has really
Special
good notes,
edition.
but I put it slightly lower on the list because of a particular note it has. If you have heard me talk about Tidewalker, this is New England Distilling Company, and it says coast of Maine, you know, where this come from. It's Portland, Maine.
Mhm.
And if you're familiar with Maine, they have a soda, a cola there called Moxie, and
Yeah,
there is
I know
a
Moxie.
distinct licorice flavor to Moxie, and there is this is the heaviest licorice note I've ever gotten out of a bourbon. Personally, I like licorice. I know a lot of people are put off by it.
Yeah.
You would not like this bourbon, but
Yeah.
I put it on the list not because of personal preference of liking licorice, just because there's more notes than that in there, but it does have the most prominent licorice note I've ever gotten, and it's the rye, the variant of rye that they use in it. But it is interesting. It's an interesting pour, put it that way.
Okay. What was it? Major Zero.
The Star.
This one compared to Machir Bay, I'm not sure. I haven't back to back them. I have both bottles. I have the Machir Bay, and then I have the Sheneg, and I like them both. But I've not put Sheneg in this glass and Machir Bay in that glass and compared yet.
Mm.
But it's nice. It's peaty. It's got a
I
little
think
bit of sherry influence to it, but
I think I drank more
think it's
scotch than I thought I did. I'm starting to get warm in the cheeks.
you are looking a little pinkish.
Hey, Santa Claus time. Okay.
Hey,
sorry.
Cheerio. Cheers, buddy.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Sugar Kitty. It's not 80 peat, but it's good. Man,
Oh, close
it's
to
quite
21.
tasty.
Yeah, I got to send Cheerio some. Well, here's the problem. I still need to set up the tasting, the thing with Cheerio, and with Art by Sparkle.
Dang,
Things have been crazy. Whiskey Basket, welcome, cheers. We are drinking Coors Light bourbons tonight on our top 10.
He is.
I am. But I did do a Scotch tasting right before like I said, term loosely.
Kind of, sort of Scotch.
Kind of,
Somewhat,
sort of Scotch tasting. Yeah.
The two, at least they sent you one. It was a halfway decent Scotch. You had the two blended, kind of, sort of.
Well, and then she started talking about peat on that last one. I wasn't around, and I'm glad I wasn't.
On the Glenlivet? Peated?
Yeah, she was talking about peat on Glenlivet. I'm like, there ain't no peat in Glenlivet. You get zero smoke out of that.
No.
At all.
I don't get no peat on Glenlivet. I don't.
No.
I mean, Glenlivet's just
Dalmore.
Yeah, it's nice and light and fruity, and it's no peat going on with that one.
No, the Jura 10 has way more peat, and it's barely.
Yeah, it's a hint of peat. It's kind of like Highland Park. There's a hint
Uh-huh.
of peat, but it's like way in the background. You're just like you're sitting in a forest at a campfire, and then somebody blows through just a little bit. And you go, "What was that?" And you catch just that little hint, just kind of lightly drifting by. It's not like a lot of other ones. Like this one here, when the kill omen, you smell it, you go, "Oh, there's some peat there." You know,
Now this
like
next one's gonna turn some.
Jura, and then like Springbank, that's got some peat to it too, but it's not. I got a Springbank 12, and it's not smack you in the face like a Lafroig or like a Ardbeg.
Right.
Ardbeg, the Ugadal. It smacks you upside the head. You go, wow. You know, until you catch it. Oh, well, there's something different.
Mhm. Now,
Which is
I
cool.
really want to start getting into the better peated scotches. It's just the one heavily peated scotch I tried, and honestly, I can't remember which one it was. It tasted like I was licking a cigar ashtray.
Oh,
It was
ew, yeah.
bad.
No, I wouldn't. Well, I love. I'm not licking the ashtray.
No, I mean when I took a good, pretty good sip out of it, and I
Yeah.
swear my tongue got dry. It was so smoky. And I could just almost feel the ash disintegrating on my it was bad. It was like the Band-Aids and hate type thing.
Yeah, that's for me. That's Lafroig.
Hmm.
Lafroig is just band-aids and hate. It's just oh, I mean, my tasting notes for a Lafroig was I tried Lafroig and it was like you had you had a wound. You sprayed it down with mercurochrome. Remember that stuff, that pink
Yep.
crap on your wounds, and then you covered it up with a band-aid. You took that band-aid off, still fresh, and
Kind of
threw it on a
karate.
beach fire. And then you put
Yeah.
that beach fire out with salt water. And then you took all of that and filtered
And
a whiskey through it,
or just throw it in your
you
mouth and
know.
chew it like bubble gum. There you go.
Or yeah, you just threw it in your mouth and chewed it like you had, put it in your bottom lip. Like it was just horrible. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I
No,
couldn't handle it. It was just like, ah.
I
And
would.
I
I
still
want
don't
to
like
try.
Lafroig. I
No, I
love
want to.
Pete now, but I don't like Lafroig.
Yeah,
Well, I take it
whiskey
back. I don't
basket
like
said.
Lafroig 10.
Yeah, whiskey basket said love Ardbeg. Man, and I had an opportunity to buy, and I didn't know
Yeah.
what it was at the time. This was years ago. They had an Ardbeg. Well, I forget when it was, but it was during COVID time. But I saw a wee beastie, there, and I had no reference for what it was,
Yeah.
and I didn't buy it.
Yeah, sure, kidding.
And now just like take a hammer and just bang it upside my head now. But if luckily I've not seen the Ugadal ever, so
Yeah. It's
um,
about, I think it's about $85 or something like that for a bottle of
I
that
would
around
buy it
here.
if I see it.
Yeah. I'll
Every
send you a
time,
sample of that.
every time I go look at the scotches, even in the good stores, like because there's better ABC stores, they're not all equal. Some have
Yeah.
better Scotch selections, some have better bourbon selections, some have better, tequila selections.
Mm.
They cater to the area that they're in, but
Yeah.
I never see anything interesting in the Scotch sections here,
Hmm.
hardly at all.
I've I've delved into the whiskey basket, the Lafroig, and I like the Lafroig lore. That one is okay. I mean, it's peaty for sure, but it's not as much the medicinal
Mm.
band-aidy note peat. That's what I don't like about it. And I like peat, but not that note.
All right, I got to spin this thing. Okay, here we go. My alarm's going off and we are spinning. Good luck, everybody. This is 70, count them up, 70 entries to the quarterly drawing. Alex,
Oh,
that's plus 70. Check this out. We are
moose.
giving away entries tonight. I'm not going to let your confetti die down. Sorry about that, but you already had it once. And we got to get the show on the road. And now, Gandy Road.
Candy Road. Nice.
That is for 70. And as you notice, once you're on the list, you can get a plus on here. So here we go. And they only get bigger from here. My hope is we get to the last one and we just give a bunch away. Now, y'all don't leave the stream when I post this. I know there's a lot of haters on this, but I got to see. Good. Kathy waited till I was done spinning. See, I'm going to write her down. Kathy Bates.
LON 86.
10. All right.
LON 86.
Nope. Uh-oh. An error occurred. It said, wait a moment, then try again. I'm going to post this one more time because it didn't go to Facebook. And if anyone wants to post from Facebook, I didn't mean to put I went to hit enter. Hang on, let me one more time. Without the slash. It's without the slash. Okay, it went to Facebook that time. It's Long Branch. I have an open one. Yeah, I have a full one up there. I keep my backups down there where you can't see them. I really like this. I don't care if it's got Matthew McConaughey's name on it or not. Okay,
it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
And I like a bottle of it.
I like the mesquite. I can get that charcoal, that mesquite charcoal, and I like it. I like it. Now it's not a strong bourbon at all, but I'm just gonna pour a teeny bit. But I like it.
No, it's not. I
And
kind of
that's what
like
it looks like.
the King Ranch a little bit better. But
Well, yeah, and it's also not expensive either.
yeah,
Now
exactly.
it does have
It's
that
definitely
wild turkey.
got that wild turkey funk to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah, but that's this for an 86 proofer. Man, that's got some kicking notes to it right there. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, let me put
hey
this
there,
away.
Twisted.
Twisted.
How you
all
doing
right,
there, neighbor?
Sam Anthony done jumped up in the house.
Neighbor, but
All
you know,
right.
she's about 4 hours north of me.
Yeah.
Well, 3.5 ish, 4 or something like
3.5. Yeah, because she's in. Well, I won't say it on here. I don't know if she wants me to tell exactly what town she lives in.
She's
but
up very close to RB, ain't she?
No, she's in between you guys.
Oh, really? Okay, it's
Yep.
B then. Oh, okay.
I will say this: she is not far. Well, far enough that it's not convenient, but she's within a decent drive of Check Stop.
Okay.
On 35. It would take her a little bit to get there because she's away from the highway. But yeah, it wouldn't be a stretch for her to get to Check Stop. And because when I lived there, she's not far from where I used to live in Hill County.
Oh, okay. I got a fairly good
Hillsboro
read
is
on
where
where she's at then.
Well, if y'all are familiar with DFW area, 35 comes down from Kansas City and then it splits around DFW. 35W goes through Fort Worth and 35E goes through Dallas. And then they go way south of there and come back together. And that's Hillsboro area right there. Now, she doesn't live right around that, but close enough to it.
Okay, so she's basically about 3 to 3.5 for me.
You know where she's
I'm in
close
Austin.
to?
Well, actually, no, she's actually closer to like 3.5 because I'm actually southeast of Austin now, from where you were, where I was when you came and visited.
Yeah.
I'm further. I'm about 20 minutes away from there now.
All right, it wouldn't be nothing but a step.
Nah.
But
if you're used to the normal traffic around DFW and Austin, what's 15, 20 minutes? That ain't nothing.
Oh, where am I located approximately now? I am in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So I'm on the East Coast now. So I moved out, and it's weird because I moved out here pre-COVID. I started to work here in 2017, and now we're all working from home. We can live anywhere we want.
Yeah.
But I live here now. I do like the seasons here, though. We've had a long fall, and we will have a long spring, and we get definite sick because in Texas you go from super icy to frick it's hot for a very long time, and then you might get a cool day here or there, and then frick it's icy. Wow, it's hot. And then
exactly. That's it. I was so used to the Kentucky weather. It's more like where you're at now. You have a definite 4 seasons. There's 3 months of summer. There's 3 months of fall. And it's like that. Down here, now it's mainly summer.
Prescription bourbon. How's it going?
Cool weather, a little bit of fall.
Yeah, I was just going to let everybody know that we're spinning for 80 entries on this next spin. I'll set the next one up, which is going to be worth 90. So the spins left to go are worth 80, 90, 100, and 120 entries to the quarterly draw. So because next week is the quarterly drawing, so we're giving away double entries tonight. Oh, 6 hours from you. All right, man. I like my proximity to Louisville. I go to up there in a lot of times in the fall for bourbon drops stuff, and it's a day drive for me. I get there and then I stay overnight and then boom. We're about to spin this one. I will set the next one up, but at the top of the hour, it is the put me ins. So I'll put me in. And tonight they're worth 40. I got to change that because I didn't double that one. So because I doubled it even from doubling it. It used to be worth 10, but tonight they're worth 40. I'm feeling generous tonight because there's some people that need to catch up.
Yep. My next win is going to go to Guani.
Really? You think so? Man, Guani, he has horrible luck on the wheel. Praise the Lord, Tim's reading rain. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Man,
that's a good whiskey.
And which one is it again? Are you drinking?
Well, that's the Kilchoman.
Oh, okay.
Sanaig. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Sanaig. Sanaig. Sanaig.
How many scotches you got?
Shoot, now I don't know. Probably 20, 25, something like that.
Damn. See, I gave you a 30 bourbon sampler, and I need some scotches.
Need to send you some different scotches for sure.
I'm not saying you got to send me 25, but I'm saying,
Yeah, I'll give you some different samples for sure. Let me open this, crack this garage door just a little bit.
All right. Oh, you smoking Chris out? All right. Well, we're right at it, man. We're going to go ahead. While he's away, we're going to spin and get rid of these 80 entries to the quarterly drawing. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Boom. All right. That's a plus 80. That's a plus 80 for Major Zero. But we're actually going to draw again because I get a new person written down every time. If you win early, you could win a lot. But we'll Bourbon Syndicate. There we go. Oh, that's plus 80 because they hit on 40. Prof hit on 40 early. So draw again. And I'm removing you from.
Said Major Zero whiskey basket.
All right, Twisted. All right, there we go. We broke the. Yeah. I don't know why I put Art down. I always just put Twisted for her. I know who that is. Stop sharing. I'm going to set the next one up, but we're not going to post it yet because it is time And this is where Mark gets to take over here and do most of the talking because I'm going to be staring at a screen writing names down. But before I do that, I'm going to get this and get it copied, get it ready to go. And then I'm going to come over. Not yet, Guani. I got you, though.
By that much.
All right. I got you, though. Guani, I got you. All right. Got it.
You're kidding. Oh. Yeah, I had to crack the garage door open a little bit. I think my seal on the door goes into the house is a little bit slacking, so a little bit of the cigar smoke is kind of creeping into the house. The wife noticed that, so.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be long though. I'm going to be working on the bar here this month. Actually, what is this? It's not quite December. Next month, I'm going to be start getting that thing kind of up to snuff. You know, get Wi-Fi out there and everything else, so that I can, be out there and have the stream out there. Plus, get air conditioning and heating and everything out there, so I can move all the whiskey out of my closet and then put it out there. Because I couldn't just like put it in the garage here or something like that during the summertime. That'd be too hot. Stuff would be messing up, and it would be just bad. Hey, Shernette, good to see you.
Hey. Yeah, sorry, I'm busy.
Big Cat.
I almost texted Shernette today, but I was just too busy.
But it won't be too dang long. I got to get that thing going, because I need to get. I don't like smoking in the house at all. I never smoke in the house, but the garage is still, for me, part of the house. It's when it gets cold down here, I don't want to keep the garage door open or nothing. And then I've got a little heater right down here below me that I can turn on to warm up or whatever. But the occasional cigarette, it's not bad. But the cigar, they tend to be a little more overpowering. Creeps into the house. Especially if I got to go in and hit the restroom or something like that. But my question tonight for y'all is, what are y'all sipping on? Anything good? Any kind of a scotch, a whiskey, cold beer, iced tea? I mean, I'll drink all of it.
There.
There's Jimmy. Tell him what he's drinking on. That man will drink everything. He'll drink whiskey. He'll drink beer. He'll drink I don't know if he'll drink a scotch, but he definitely likes a good beer.
I see someone called Big Cat 253, but I don't think they put me in. If you don't know the rules, this is free. Put me in, and I put you down for 40 entries to the quarterly drawing, which happens next week. It only takes one entry to win, so who knows? Oh, there's Big Cat. I see it now.
Diet bourbon. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that means Guani's making some good old ice water or something.
Oh, I gotta get off that. Okay.
Yeah, Big Cat said he put it in.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm scrolling back through. Hello, Shernette.
Yeah. Man, I used
to get Tater done.
Had a good in Kentucky. He went by Fat Cat.
Okay.
Big guy. I mean, he was like 6'4", probably like 350. Big guy, super nice guy. I fucking love that guy. But he's one of those guys that how would you say, eventually took his own life. So I lost him earlier than I would have liked, for sure, because he was a good guy.
Okay, I'm writing these things down. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll back through
Big old Mountain
before.
Dew. But yeah, Glenmorangie stuff. Nice,
Now,
good fruity scotch.
I think I've captured everything. Here's the rules. Now, I'm going to, here in a moment, I'm going to type stop, put me in. That does not mean the put me ins are over. It lasts till the half hour,
Ooh.
but you have to get my attention with it. You have to make sure I see it, because this is where I'm studying everything. After this, I'm not going to pay that close of attention, but I'm going to read these off. And if you do not hear your name, if I do not read your name off, then I did not get it. Please type it in one more time. I have Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Guani Ostinaco, Fulton Mraz, Big Daddy H, Twisted Art Lady, Major Zero, Jerry J, Chatio, Prescription Bourbon, Chris Jenkins, Brissy Boy, Slapshots Roadhouse, Kathy Bates, Bourbon Syndicate, the Bourbon Syndicate, by the way, Alex Briere, Shernette, just Shernette, Gandy Road, Tater Dom, Art by Sparkle, Sugar Kitty, Big Cat 333, Jimmy's Random Content, and Whiskey Basket. If I did not call your name, I did not get you down for the put me in free 40 entries. Please type put me in now in the chat. Otherwise, I am going to, again, I'm putting, you didn't say my name. Oh, Steam Fire and Ice. All right, Steam Fire and Ice. Okay, that's why I read them off. This show is getting bigger all the time. I'm going to have a whole other page. Now, again, stop put me in does not mean stop. Cindy said something there, and I got it in, because as soon as I post this next hashtag, it's going to get crazy up in the chat. That's why I go over these things. So,
yep.
Because it's about to get. Oh yeah, I'm going to need a secretary. So this one, it's a coup. It's a coup. It is Cook's Mill. This is out of North Carolina right here. This, to me, this is made with Catawba County corn. I think it's 100% corn. It's very hard to find good information on a small distillery. They have a sucky website. You can see the bottle. They don't build it out a lot. They don't have a lot of money for that. But it says it's made with it's corn that comes from Catawba County. Man, this thing is delicious. And it's only 88 proof.
Yeah. At least you knocked her down to about 140, so that makes it about halfway drinkable anyway. Jeez. Hazmat almost.
Who did what now?
Oh, Jerry J.
Oh, see the check. Crazy.
Yeah, it's been jumping around a little bit. I think somebody was my new vehicle. That's not the new one. I've had that one for a while. It's got a few, like let's see. Can you see? There's a nice dent right there, and then on the back wheel back there, it's kind of scratched up and stuff. Yeah, it's a decent vehicle. I've had it for, I don't know, 6-7 years now, something like that. But it's not what I like to drive. My preferred vision of driving something is smaller.
You see how dark it is?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, man, this is Cook's Mill.
What's the age on that?
Well, all they say is it's a straight bourbon. They don't give an age statement on the bottle.
Well, 2 years plus then for a straight.
I think it's closer to 4 because of the notes I'm getting. If it's not 4, it's 3. I can tell you that.
Thank you, Big Cat.
I'm just going to pour a teeny bit of this. Because There is another one coming, and I'm sad Shoe Man Foo's not in the house tonight. I'm gonna have to get on to him. He's gonna have to start coming back up here because he turned me on to the number one pick of the night.
And who did?
Yeah,
The shoe guy.
yeah, the shoe guy. You know, he polishes those shoes, breathes those fumes all the time. You know, get you a little kooky.
There you go. I need me a good man that fixes shoes. I got a couple of nice pair of Italian
Ooh,
made
that's
shoes
good.
that I need to get resold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's good. I may have gotten this wrong.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't. I know why I picked what I picked. This is wow. This is
I
probably
with Sugar Kitty there.
what's that?
Oh, like they were talking about a trade
Oh.
for Stag Junior and Kill Holman,
Mm.
and I got Kill Holman, different places right here, no problem. Never, ever, ever seen a stag of any sort. Stag Junior,
No,
none of that.
me
Never
either.
happens around here. If it does, right off the bat, because the people that know or in good with that owner of
She
the
gone.
liquor store,
Yep.
she gone.
Oh, they
And
never
I
hit
never
the
seen it.
shelf. Most of the time, it never hits the shelf.
Oh yeah,
They call their buddies and they come buy it up from the back.
yep. It sticks it in the and behind the underneath the counter or whatever. I got a guy that does that for me with
God, that's
East Sailor. That's why
Yeah.
you have a bottle coming on your way tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I'm shipping yours and your buddy.
Okay.
Eric.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna send you that. What was it? 80, 85? How much?
No.
No, I'm talking about
60,
shipping and all.
70.
Okay, I can send you 70. I mean, I was trying to send you more, but
Yeah, bottle was 60, probably about $10 or so for $70.
all right.
But your buddy's gonna be bringing you by some cash for his. So.
All right. And I'll do the whole
And just hold off until you get his, and then hit me up on PayPal or something like that.
Sure,
or Venmo
sure,
or whatever.
Oh, I'm good for
it. Dang, Jerry. That 140 proof shit. Just finally catching a little bit of a buzz. Woo! Dang, son.
I think we all catching buzz tonight.
Dang, Major Zero. Stag at 2 different places today. Lucky you.
You know what? I got
never shows up around here.
I need to.
Oh yeah, already?
Dang. Yeah. Well, these last 3 go quicker. Remember, because I got to save time at the end just in case we have multiple winners. All right, here we go, everybody. Good luck on the Coup 88. That's a Cook's Meal 88 proof. All the rest of these are 88, by the way, because it's the highest proof I had that wasn't 90. Big Cat. There we go.
Big Cat.
Oh, that's
nice.
253. Why the hell did I put 333? 253. All right, now I can see it big. My eyesight, guys. I don't know why the hell I wrote it down over there as 333. It's like, all right. All right, let me set this next one up. I'm glad I caught that though, because I wouldn't have known how to tag them. All right, here we go.
There you go, Guani. Yeah, Evan Williams' eggnog's not bad.
This is the Duck of Death here.
Oh, and by the way, let's see. That's the beer fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Or
you have a better beer
fridge.
fridge than I do.
And then that thing right there is my little sculpture that I made.
Duke.
Blended
straight bourbon.
Duke.
Dude on
I saw that in the store today.
That's good.
How is
now, I will tell you the old Duke is better.
Okay.
but this one still is fruity. A lot of fruit notes. So if you like a
Really?
fruity bourbon, and I'm talking more than just one fruit note, but it's fresh fruit notes, like
Okay.
like a fruit salad. The
Oh.
old bottle is better that before they changed.
Yeah.
And then this one though is still pretty good. You get a lot, but you don't get the old stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the first one they're going for the best of to get you kind of sucked into that one. And then
Well,
after that,
it's
it's like, we got close.
it's more of who is bidding and because it's John Wayne's son doing it, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know any first flipping freaking thing about making bourbon. He's allowing bourbon distillers to take the name, right?
Yep.
So the old bottle, whoever owned the rights to make bourbon a la Duke, back then, I haven't done all the research on it, was, I'll show you the bottle. This one is fantastic. And I'm reluctant to drink it because they don't make it anymore. But this is a fruit bomb right here. That's a fruit salad.
Okay.
That's the original Duke. And again, it's 88 proof. So it's the same proof. Different mash, different distillery, all of that. Right? Now, this is the new Duke. This is a picture I showed. It's supposed to be the same damn whiskey. It's not. Right?
Yeah.
So that's
the
the
I've
new.
seen.
Right. This is the new refined fancy bottle. Right?
Yeah.
But now I'll tell you though, the best one in that line is the Grand Cru. So this is the Founder's Reserve. You can get this if you can find the silver label. Just grab it. Don't ask questions. Just go pay for it and take it home. It's cost you about $100.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the best $100 I've spent right there. Oh, it is, and well, that one's higher proof though. The one up there.
Yeah. The Grand Cru.
Oh yeah, that Grand Cru. It's Grand Cru wine barrels is what it was done in. But trust me, I know you said you don't like wine finish. No, you need to try that.
Typically. Hey, shoot me a text later to remind me to send you the Still Austin and a slash of this a couple of scotches.
Okay, yeah, because I want that blue corn bottle.
That's going out tomorrow. I'm boxing that stuff up later on, and I'm sending it out tomorrow.
Well, tell me what my bill is, and I'll send you the money.
We'll talk about that later then.
Yeah.
No worries.
All right, I've got to spin this.
Me, I ain't worried about it.
We're coming up on it. So let me go ahead and share this screen. This is worth 100 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Damn. Don't
miss Duck of Death here. I was talking about Unforgiven, the Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's Duke. Gawani!
Hey!
I don't want to hear no more about it being rigged, Gawani.
Oh, it's got to be rigged now. He waits until it's 100 points and he wins, Gawani. Come on, it's rigged. Right.
Now, he said that writer was on there and he said, it's pronounced Duke. And he goes, Duck, I says.
Rigged as fuck.
All right. So here's number one pick of excuse me. I got too excited for Gawani. The number one pick of the night. This is Burning Chair.
Burning Chair?
Yeah, now that's the new bottle. It's clear. They put them all out in clear bottles now. Label's the same, but I have the old black bottle. Oh, Whiskey Uncensored. Okay, got you. I saw the put me in.
Hey Ben, how you doing, brother?
All right, got you
Learning
down.
chair. Where
Yep,
is that from?
California. I mean,
Oh,
it's
okay.
procured bourbon, but they finish it in their vineyard Cabernet barrels.
Okay.
It is really tasty, man. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put my, well, I always do. But anyway, I'm going to put the
Hey,
bourbon where my mouth is. I'm going to pour a little bit of it.
nice.
My only gripe with this one is it's a heavy, like ceramic-y bottle anyway. And it's hard to tell how much is left in here. I like the new
Oh,
clear glass anyway.
yeah. Yeah, that's a darker bottle. Jeez.
Ooh, that is just ceramic black. That's the old style. I'm just going to pour a teeny bit. Well, I'm going to pour a teeny bit more
Cheers,
because you
David.
can't appreciate the color unless I do. This is a darker. This is probably the darkest bourbon of the night, and it's certainly picking up a lot.
Oh yeah.
Under 90 proof. You get a lot of good flavors out of this. I can tell you, this is a really good bourbon. Now it's finished, so keep in mind it's not, for the purist out there, it is a finished bourbon.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, that is really, really good.
What's it finished in?
Cab barrels, Cabernet
A
Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon barrel. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dang, that's awful dark though. Isn't Cabernet like a lighter, like
No,
white
Cab
wine or
is
something?
dark. Is the darkest, driest red wine there is.
I'm a Merlot guy. I don't know.
Well,
I
Merlot
like
is one step
Merlots and
below
like a
Cab,
Pinot.
right?
Okay.
On the dry scale, Cab is the driest red.
Okay.
The hardiest, driest red, and then Merlot's right under that, and then you can work your way down through the shoot, what's the Australian one? They have their own Syrah. They the Syrahs, and then you get to the Pinot Noirs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, Moscato
Gotcha.
now that's more of a blush. It could even be white. That's more of a white wine with bubbles in it, or sweeter, very sweet on the scale.
Just a wee bit. A little bit more. A tiny bit more.
A little bit more. Never ending. Yeah. It's like cereal and milk, I mean, once you get going, the box is
Yeah.
gone, and you still have milk left.
Well, that's how I ate my cereal. Milk, and then I add cereal to it. Eat some of that, and then I add some more cereal, and I eat some of that.
There was a
Otherwise, it
guy
gets mushy.
when I was in the military. He would buy a box of cereal, and he would open the top of the box. Open the box and open the bag up, and just pour milk in it. And he had this long spoon, and he would just eat out of the box.
Yeah, that's one way to do it, I reckon.
Yes, Gawani Ostinaco won. Yes, that is true.
About time.
That is a true statement.
Kwani been sitting back there just slacking all night long.
We'll see what happens on this last spin, though.
Yeah, South America. Petite Syrah.
This last one's worth 120.
Heck yeah.
120. Hashtag BC88. Oh yeah,
Well,
not to even bother with the milk. I don't know. I don't bother with the milk because it tears me inside out. I'm lactose, and I'm so lactose intolerant that Lactaid doesn't even work.
Really, like the what's that one? It's not milk.
They call it Lactaid, but I found out that Lactaid has lactose in it, but they just put the enzyme in there. It's supposed to counteract it doesn't work for me. Kathy, you won already. You are always a winner in our book. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to present this screen because I don't know how many repeat entries we're going to give away. So we got to get going here. Because if this last, it could absolutely land on somebody that's never landed on it and it's over. But there's Lori.
Oh, and Lori for 100.
120.
She's cleaning it
That's
up tonight.
That's 120. And then I like it when it walks down through everybody that's already won. Boom! Oh, you gonna do the same thing you did before?
Yeah, so I'm gonna give mine to
Bourbon Syndicate.
No,
or
I'm gonna give it to
else.
Major Zero this time.
All right, plus. All right, I got it down there. Draw again. And now we're gonna land on probably Major Zero. Oh, look at Guani.
Guani again.
Plus 120. That is a lot of entries tonight now. All right, here we go. See, this is why I start early, so we can get there. Guani, you got it anyway. Twisted. That's plus.
Nice.
See, I like this. I like giving away all these entries. We're going to test the capacity of Wheel of Names next week.
Yep.
Whiskey Uncensored. Now that's the new one.
Man. Way to come in there on the good one.
Mm-hmm.
For 120.
All right, that was it, folks. That was it. That's all the giveaways, unless somebody supers. That's it. The entries are over. I am going to get rid of this slides from the studio down here. And after the show, now I have two Facebook. I have a page and I have my account. There's two Bourbon Bounties out there. There's the Bourbon Bounty page, and there's the Bourbon Bounty. In my background, you'll know you're on the right one because it says official admin. If you send me a friend request, maybe not tonight or whatever, we don't have time. But for future reference, if you send me a friend request on there and we get to chatting back and forth, I can make you a mod on this channel, and I will also send a link out for backstage after we're done. But that was my 2-minute warning right there. So we're into final thoughts for the night. So, Mark, what are your final thoughts?
Well, that Bourbon County stat was not bad. The Still Austin Blue Corn is fantastic. Y'all need to get you a bottle if you can. And then, of course, some peated scotch. Always a plus.
All right. I'm going to let you send me some peat.
Cheers. I don't know if I want to send you too much. I'll send you some. I'll send you a sampler packet, kind of.
Okay. And tell me which one to try first, second, third. But I really want to try that bacon burn ends.
Oh, yeah. We'll hold off that one for a little later. That'll be kind of later in what you try. Yeah, Pete's good. You got to get to know him. You just kind of creep up a little bit with some Highland Park, and then we'll go into a little of this Kilhoman, and then maybe it's the Ugadal at the end. I think you'll like it.
Sugar Kid said, Pete's a nice guy. Get to know him.
Yep. You know, you don't jump in both feet with and meet Lefroy Ken right off the bat. It's not bad.
Well, my final thoughts for tonight is anything below 90 proof, it needs to be at least 95 proof. So, all right, thank you, Jason Buchanan from Facebook over there. Appreciate it. We try hard. So, we're very regimented, very scheduled on this show. You know what to expect. You know how it's going to end. And we're at that time. So peace, love, and bourbon all.